Oh.
She just lied.
I don't.
She just lied well.
I know. It's like Cindy is changing.
Oh my goodness. We're all just like,
Beautiful. We're like, what?
Keep it up.
hell no, I don't want to go to dinner with that guy.
I do find myself a little concerned that we're going to leave here and come back and...
Everyone's going to be converted to Zeboing.
Yeah, it's going to be like a Zebonite. They're all going to be Zebonites.
Right. You need to understand how incredibly important it is that we get there before the king.
You see Melkor just kind of, and the girl just.
You're just standing there.
So you all sleep for the evening. You're all perfectly rested, but you wake up to loud noises. There's a bell ringing on above board, and you all are like sharing you've got like bunks. You're in a room, so also a couple sailors with you there as well. Kind of tight quarters. This ain't a luxury hotel. So they immediately rise and throw on their stuff and run up to the top of the deck.
I stop one. I'm like, what's going on?
Don't know. There's emergencies. Storm, monster, who knows? But we got to get up there fast.
Monster?
Kira's been on a ship a few times, so she knows alarming bell sounds on a boat are usually not good.
First thought, some sort of storm, pirates, sea monster, we hit an iceberg? I don't know.
Away we go.
That book that we were reading.
No, you guys laughed a lot and
Yeah, that was the night before.
went to sleep with smiles on your faces.
Nobody's hysterically crazy.
I think we should consider starting a publishing business. You know, if we could make copies of this book and sell it, we can make a fortune. And you know what? We make a fortune, we make all this money, we can buy our own army.
Are there printing presses and... No.
Well, we'd have to get somebody to transcribe it. We could hire them. It's on a per letter basis. You know, per character you charge. You know, it's like
How much are you to spend to make
Yeah.
100,000
Learned that
copies?
stuff like that's very expensive.
yeah, but we charge a lot.
Just like live performance.
Oh, yeah, it is expensive.
Oh, a live performance. I like
there you
that.
go, Abby.
Yeah. We could have a touring.
We could have a traveling comedy troupe.
Yes.
We just read what's in this book out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it works, right?
We need
does
money.
work.
I mean, we need money.
We definitely need money. So when we save the king, the next thing is we need to find a troupe of actors.
I'm sure it's very high up on Claire's list of things.
Gotta be-
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, it's financing the saving of your sister.
This seems like a great plan.
I think so. Yeah.
I kind of thought something bad might happen, I won't be able to stop laughing or I become hysterical and somebody has to break the spell or whatever, but super sweet. It was just a good laugh.
As adventurers, I think we are a little too dependent on just whatever we can scavenge from whatever we kill. We should be thinking a little more practically about ways we can have a recurring source of income. You know, we'll give him a little bit. You know, it's fair. He wrote it. You know, he's got. Give him a little bit of that. I'm thinking he can get 10%.
Meanwhile, Calamity aboard the ship.
We're all planning in the bottom.
We should go into publishing.
We go up. I go upstairs.
I'm going to go upstairs too.
You see a man shouting at all the others, and everyone else is just kind of shocked and in awe, and looking around and trying to read each other and looking around the ship, just kind of scanning for something. There doesn't seem to be any monsters. The weather's fine. It's beautiful and tranquil. The ship is moving, so everything seems all right, but there seems to be something very...
What is the guy saying? He's yelling at them.
Everyone do a perception roll.
22.
19.
21.
16.
All right. You all notice that the captain is nowhere to be found
Oh no.
On a boat?
on the boat.
Where to go?
Who's this guy yelling?
Yeah, who's yelling?
He's a sort of rough-looking guy. He is stern, red-haired, burly, strong-looking. Looks like he's been doing this a long time.
Red beard.
No beard. Oh. Just red hair.
Oh. Not as fun.
What kind of pirate is this guy? What could have happened? Where is he? So he's obviously looking for the captain.
Gonna grab the nearest sailor. Excuse me, what the heck's going on?
Captain's gone.
Well, that's a bummer. Captain's missing. How'd that happen? I don't know. How's the captain gone?
That's a really good question. We have no idea.
Where are his quarters?
They're below.
Okay, I'm gonna go down to the quarters and check it out.
All right, so before you go, the red-haired guy stops and says, "You! What are you doing aboard this ship? Are you the passengers he was talking about?
Yes.
Guessing probably, yeah.
Where is our captain?"
Why would we know? We need him to get to where we're going.
Well, how is a perfectly capable captain missing from his boat?
You tell me. You're the guy that's on the boat.
Yeah.
We're passengers. We gave him money so that we could be a passenger on the boat. How would we know?
We've sailed these seas many times, and everything has been fine. We bring 4 strangers that are apparently in trouble aboard. Now our captain is gone.
How would you know we're in trouble? Just because we paid the guy to go down here. What makes you think we're in trouble? We just wanted to get down to the Southern Isles.
I was told you were in a hurry, and anyone leaving nowhere in a hurry is in trouble.
So there you go. We are in a hurry. So why would we do anything that could possibly complicate that?
Let's go down and check the quarters, huh?
Yeah.
Let's go down. We'll go down and check the quarters and see if we can find this guy.
I wanted a mystery on the open seas. A mystery they can't walk away from like they had in the past. And I got an idea from superfan Amber the Gamer, said, "Why don't you make the captain missing?" I'm like, that's pretty good. Go down with him. Cecil.
Come on, Cecil, let's go.
Let's go.
Old gruff, swirly guy says, it's Cecil.
Oh, Cecil.
Cecil.
Spelled with an S.
Come on, Cecil. Cecil. All right, come on. Let's go down. Let's go down and check the guy's quarters. See if we can see anything in the quarters.
He leads you down there to the captain's quarters, and you know it's quaint. It's a boat. You know, there's basically his bed, which is made. There is some of his personal effects and clothing. It's all taken care of, and set out. Not set out, but like organized. There doesn't seem to be any kind of
Struggle.
like no one left in a hurry, no one struggled there. It's just basically
And
very
made like it wasn't slept in last night.
yeah.
So it wasn't slept in last night from the appearance of things. Searching the room, does it appear like anything we would expect to see there could be missing? I mean...
Go ahead, give me an investigation roll.
Ooh, that's sucky. 11.
I mean, you don't know the guy, you don't know what he has, so it doesn't seem like there's anything. You don't see any like clear evidence of something that is not there.
Is there like a porthole or some kind of window in the room?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go investigate that and see if it looks like it's been tampered with or...
Seems totally fine.
Totally
The
fine.
door, is there any damage to the door or the jamb on the door or anything like that?
Absolutely no damage to the door.
When was the last time anybody saw him?
You all saw him last night.
When
He
we
was-
were with the book? Or before the book?
No, it was before the book. So he was on top, and he was being a captain. He was like kind of looking at the sea, talking with his crew, just, looking with the sailing master, working on navigation, just doing regular stuff.
I take out my lens of magical stuff
Okay.
and I just scan the room. See if there's any kind of magical trace anywhere.
You don't see anything magical at all.
Nope.
Ever.
Ever?
No.
I mean,
Sometimes it works.
Sometimes, yeah.
A faint glow from Carl.
Oh, you? Thought I saw something a second.
The heroes of investigation, we're so bad at it.
all appears he just vanished into thin air.
Well, I mean,
That's weird.
the thing about, I'm not a seafaring type, but the thing about a boat that I would assume is it's pretty easy if you ended up over the side that you would just disappear.
Quartermaster says Captain wouldn't go overboard.
I was going to say it would take some serious trouble to get him off his ship.
Well, yeah, but unless somebody
I mean, right. But he's not going to go easily, I don't think.
he'll put it up. So, Quartermaster Cecil,
Cecil.
do you think he's still on the boat?
I don't see him anywhere. He can't be here, but he certainly didn't go overboard. We would have known, and he never would. He's the finest sailor in the world. I mean, we are effective and fast and make money because he's so good at it.
He did say he was good at this.
Yeah, well, that's why we hired him.
I mean, is there a chance that somebody foul play here?
Do you have any new crew members that you haven't sailed with before, other than us?
We're not crew.
Other
We're
than
crew.
us?
No, it's our standard crew. Everyone from job to job, same crew.
What are the jobs going on right now?
Well, right now we're just transporting you. We're getting to the South Seas to work on transporting some of their goods. All above board, so no one should be mad at us.
Last time I remember he was like charting the stars to like help figure out the best way to plot his course. Do you have the map that he was plotting that course on?
I don't, but the sailing master does.
Let's go chat with him.
Okay. Anything else in the room?
I don't know what else. I mean,
Was the door like unlocked when we got
The door was unlocked,
Okay.
but it didn't have a lock on it.
Okay.
is there like a writing desk?
Yeah, he's got a desk there.
Do we see anything like any?
You scan
notes?
around, you look for
Notes,
papers. All you
letters.
see is like, invoices and job requests and that kind of thing.
But invoices that don't look.
Nothing that seems
Weird.
out of the. I mean, it's all just for like really humdrum, typical sailing work.
I look under the bed.
You find a monster.
He's hiding.
There it is.
There he is. Peekaboo!
Hi.
There is nothing under the bed.
Checking dresser, all of his clothes are there, nothing.
His clothes are there, and it's kind of impressive, like how he keeps a tight ship. It's very clean, it's very nice, and the quartermaster doesn't seem at all. I was like, yeah, he's very,
Tidy.
tidy.
Well, I guess we should talk to the sailing guy.
Yeah.
So he takes you back to the top side, and he's kind of scanning around. And says, "There he is. Let me introduce you." He brings you over to this man who is very studious, spectacles. His hair is greased down pretty passionately.
Ew.
He's like very tight and also clean, not like most of the other sailors aboard. He looks like he spends more time in libraries than on boats. But he's also he stands with assurance and is not wavy or anything like that. He's got his sea legs, so you can tell he does actually spend more time on boats. But he's actually poring over maps and shows a fair amount of concern.
About what? The map?
Whatever he's looking at on the maps.
Okay.
And the Cecil says, "Hop, this is our crew. They, or not our crew. I'm sorry, our guests. They have some questions for you."
So it seems like it looked like you're a little concerned with what you're looking at right now.
We are heading towards dangerous waters,
Okay.
and I really could use the captain's help in charting our way through that.
So this is a course that he charted last night that you're reviewing.
This is what we were working on last night, but
Oh, you were working with him last night?
yeah,
Okay.
we were both studying and trying to determine our way through, and figured we'd revisit it in the morning once we had a good night's sleep.
Uh-huh.
And now he's gone.
So, sometime between you leaving him and his room, he disappeared.
Seems that way.
So, who else was on deck with you all last night at that time?
Oh, we had our lookout. We had, various sailors. The bosun was out here. The typical night crew.
Can I take a look at your map?
Sure. Are you a cartographer? Do you understand? No?
You've got some experience with maps.
Yes?
Yeah, I've looked at a few maps before.
Please have a look.
Did he seem like his normal self last night? Like that would be a course that you've normal. So have you taken this? You've gone this way up.
We've
many
gone
times,
this
right?
way before. The problem is the choppy waves move, and no one really knows why, and they seem to be in our path right now.
The choppy waves move?
Yeah.
So they're not really following the weather. They move on their own.
They move on their own. There's a lot of superstition about them, but they've wrecked many ships. They've destroyed lives, and no one knows anything about them.
Do I notice anything about the map that stands out?
Go ahead, roll an intelligence check.
Okay. 5.
You don't really know how to read this map.
I'm like,
Yes, she was like, it's upside down.
"Ugh,
You notice some squiggly lines.
I see what you're doing here. Interesting.
Learn anything, Claire?
Surprisingly, the Heroes of Awesome are not that good at solving missing persons problems, I guess. I don't know. It's not really like our cup of tea.
Has there ever been rumors of when you're near these choppy waters of people disappearing? Like, is that?
Yeah, when you are really close to when you're within the choppy waters, you all disappear.
Huh.
That doesn't sound good.
As does your ship, and probably anyone who saw what happened.
So, and we're about to go through them?
They seems to be in our paths. I'm going to do my best to sail us around them, but the captain has a little bit more experience. It's rumored that he's actually been through the choppy waves, but he never confirmed that.
Well, the thing is, like, we do have to meet with the king before he lands, so something to consider when.
We will do our best to get you where you need to be, but there are very dangerous waters ahead.
So, the captain, I'm assuming he's not the type of person who would have abandoned his duty to the ship without being, like, forcibly kept away.
He would just as soon die as abandon his ship.
That doesn't sound good.
Well.
That sounds like foreboding.
I'm not sure what's going on with the captain being missing. I guess possible options: sea monster, murder, some sort of betrayal on the part of the captain, like leaving on his own. It popped into my head that possibly he was with the Knights of the Rose and we shouldn't have told him what we were doing.
Cool.
We're in a great position here, folks.
Yep.
But
Boat without a captain.
without a captain, who's next in charge after captain?
Oh, I'd be the first mate. That's the red-haired fellow that was yelling at you before.
Oh, friendly guy.
Yeah.
Something
Not the nicest, but he takes his job very seriously, and he's good at it. And he will keep the ship running, but he does lack the patience and some of the intelligence of the captain.
Got it. Seems like he's not really happy with us for whatever reason.
Well, from his perspective, we are the only new variable when something went wrong.
Right. I get that. I get
I mean,
that.
that's a logical
I guess.
conclusion for someone who's not terribly bright.
So, Amanda had this idea to use the locate object spell on something he would have with him.
Sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a good
And
idea.
I
What would you
was
have
with him before, so I would have seen the object up close.
Oh, yeah.
Possibly.
What
'Cause
object?
I don't know.
What do you have with them?
What did he have?
Well, weren't you,
Do you have a spyglass?
yeah, that's what I was saying. Did you have a spyglass? Because you were looking at the stars.
Yeah, he was looking at the stars. When-
Okay.
But here's a question, though. Here's a question before you do that.
Some,
Spyglass is easily...
it's something that like you could
It's easily
drop.
something...
Does he wear glasses?
He did not have glasses.
I mean,
Did he have like rings or like something that
Pocket
like?
watch?
Well, I mean, we can ask the person, the sailmaster. We can be like, does he have a distinctive?
His
We may have
spyglass
a way to
was
find
distinctive. I mean, he kept it with him.
Okay.
So, and you did see him looking at the stars, so
That's right.
you would be able to pick that as the object to locate. It's not going to pick out someone else's spyglass. It'll
Right.
be his.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Go for it. Let her go.
Do it.
I am going to focus on the moment when I saw the incredibly distinctive spyglass, and
So distinctive.
I'm going to try and I'm going to focus like all of my mind on it and finding it.
So Cyndia spends some time locating objects. She's seeking things out. She's looking all over. There's 3 levels to the boat. There's top side. There's the barracks sort of deck. And then there's the lower deck, which is has like the kitchen where you see the cook cooking something not so great smelling. There's like storage, crate storage, and that kind of stuff below. The utility stuff is down the bottom. You look everywhere, and you are not picking up the spyglass anywhere.
So the spell didn't work?
Where's spyglass?
She feels like the spell is working.
I mean,
It doesn't help.
does it like tell you like that it's like?
You sense the direction of the object's location.
That's right.
Which direction is it?
So she's not sensing the location?
She's not sensing it at all.
So it is not in this plane of existence.
Well, it has to be within 1,000 feet.
Unless he fell off a boat 1,000 feet back.
But we haven't traveled 1,000 feet, have we?
You definitely traveled.
Oh,
1,000 feet.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You sailed all night.
Yeah.
God,
So basically, that tells us
Damn
that
it.
it's not on the boat unless there's.
Well, it tells us it's not in this reality because if
he's
it was
not-
still in the reality, you would know the direction.
least-
Well-
This is down
well, if it's
or-
within
If it's
1,000.
within 1,000.
If it's within 1,000, I see what you're saying. Oh, got it. Okay.
So you know he's not on the
Never
boat.
mind.
or
He's
near
not
the
within
boat.
1,000 feet of this vessel.
Okay, so he's not on the boat.
Well, that's a bummer.
Well, we know he's not on the boat.
We know he's not on the boat.
Hey, there you go.
That is really the fact that Cyndia can locate objects is really cool. Like that's gonna be handy, I think, especially if we ever in the future get within 1,000 feet of the map making kit.
Well, I guess we should
that's
tell the
bad.
first mate that he's not on the boat.
Not on the boat.
I mean, we can
We
clarify
don't have,
that.
and there's not like a smaller like dinghy that's missing.
No missing dinghy. All dinghies
would check
accounted
that.
for.
All dinghies accounted for.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what to do now.
What can you do?
Yeah.
We're not sailors.
But there's lots of sailors on the boat.
There are, and they should be able to sail the boat.
I have a whole list of them. In case you wanted to ask around or anything.
Okay. I'm going to ask the sailor closest to me what he did last night and when was the last time he saw the captain
I was drinking.
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 Was the captain drinking with you?
No. Captain doesn't like me.
Oh, cool. What's your name?
Drinking on a boat.
Blassie.
Blassie. Cool. So when's the last time you saw the captain?
Sometime last night. I think that was the captain. Might have been a flying cupcake. I don't know.
Ooh, cupcakes.
We have experience with those.
That cupcake spit tobacco was really weird.
Maybe we should ask some other people.
You have yeah.
Should we take the time to question the entire crew here?
I know.
I mean, what else are we gonna
else
do? We're
do we
like
have
on a
We have
boat.
nothing to
I mean, do we think that one of the crew did something to him or that it was some monster thing? Because I feel like it's probably. My gut is telling me it was probably some outside force. Also, the fact that Brendan is flipping through the monster manual. But
I will.
Metagaming.
I will
feels
say.
like.
Zavoyne does have, she's a sea goddess.
Oh, cool. Now you tell us this? What the hell?
I remembered.
Information that could have been helpful.
Melanie problem, not a Kira problem.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to delineate
Oh, wow.
that.
Whoa.
Kira, if
I
that
mean,
is your name. Wait, it's not.
it's not.
It's not. Raywin.
She changed her name. I think we should accept that.
Thank
Should
you,
we?
Cyndia.
Dang it. Her crazy evil warlord is like a sea goddess.
It could happen.
Yes.
Yeah, Zeboim is a sea goddess, which we just found out. Super cool. Would have been helpful to know that perhaps before we got on a boat.
Yeah, isn't it crazy how Raywin keeps like hiding these things from us? Strata, called her Raywin. Okay, does anybody have like a detect evil thing?
Couldn't we also, so if we're trying to figure out if one of them is like magically concealed, can we just look at everyone with the lens? Wouldn't
I take my lens out and scan the deck.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure that all celestials or fiends are necessarily magical. I don't know.
Well, I'm seeing if anybody has like a
general
magical
magic. Just general
disguise.
thing.
Cecil has a greenish, like a murky green aura.
Ooh, green. Green. Ooh.
Not purple.
And you're purple?
No, she's purple.
You're
Boy,
purple.
was purple.
Well, so is she. Let's go talk to Cecil.
All right, yes, Cecil.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give him a...
He's minding his own. He's actually talking with other sailors and giving them orders and whatnot, having them do stuff.
Cecil, a word, please.
Sure. Have a boat to run.
You know,
in
we
the
get
absence
it.
of the
I'm
captain, but-
sure that your first mate and they'll be fine for a little bit. We just need to.
Oh, Rust? No, he's not that good. I do the real work. He just bosses people around.
That's not what Hop said. Hop said he was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm good. Rust is the face. He's the boss.
The boss.
I'm the one who actually delivers the orders that gets things done. I mean, he doesn't seem like haughty about it. He just seems like he's felt like put upon. You know, it's like,
We know you have a lot to do, but we're really trying to see if we can help in any way figure out what happened to the captain.
well, if I have any answers for you, I will share them. What do you
Sound of
need?
truth.
Zap that.
Boom.
Okay, that'll like get
What?
rid of all of my second level
We're on
spell slots though, and we may get into combat. Can we like try and question him first, and if something seems suspicious, then we can do Zone of Truth and re-question
Is
him?
the green aura of magic not suspicious?
I mean, just because you're magical
like
doesn't mean you're
the-
bad, right?
I don't know.
Cecil quickly shuffles away from this conversation.
So we kind of have we have a little ability, and sometimes we can just notice people's essences, and we notice yours is kind of different from everybody else on the crew.
Weird parents.
We're parents how?
They were just a little strange. They practiced magic.
So do you feel like you know some magic?
I only know little things. I don't know that much. But I know a little bit.
Can I sense, like, through the lens, like, how magical he actually is?
Not really.
It's not, like, a vivid
glowing
green
more.
or, like, a
It's a murky
Faded.
green.
just murky.
I just love the fact that I'm imagining Claire with this huge thing. So Cecil.
What?
Her eye is like this.
Wiggle your fingers around. Like, yeah, they definitely took the captain.
Oh, well, that's interesting. So we all understand magical parents. Did they study? Like, was that their
Yeah,
sort
no,
of
they-
life's pursuit?
I think some of it was inherent to their birth.
Yeah.
I don't know that much about it. I didn't have much interest in it. I left pretty early on, so I could, answer my calling, which was the sea.
So, but you feel like you can do a little bit of magic, right?
I can sometimes, like on accident.
Like, what have you done?
I've made lights.
Dancing lights.
I've disappeared once. I think. I'm not positive about that.
Maybe ever accidentally made other people disappear?
Not that I know
Good
of.
question.
Yeah, magic's
mean-
tricky that way.
You should
But
probably
if-
figure that out.
Yeah, I mean, if you've magically made yourself disappear, it seems like you could reason that you could make other people disappear.
How would I do that? And I
I mean,
not even completely sure. I disappeared. No one was looking at me. No one was talking to me.
I haven't seen a lot, actually.
nobody sees me.
If he's a sorcerer, if it was something that like his parents were born with and he's just doing magic that like he doesn't understand.
I'm no sorcerer. I can't do spells or anything.
Sounds a lot like books. Who da?
Who's the bucks?
Well, we'll let you get back to your duties. Trying to figure this out.
You just let me know if you get anywhere with finding the captain.
Yep.
Because we can really use his help.
Yep, no, I can imagine. Yep, we need him too.
Yeah, Cecil's glowing green.
I kind of get that, like, maybe his parents were magical and he can kind of do a couple things, but that seems weird.
And maybe his intentions were like pure and he just wasn't aware that he was doing it. And if that's the case, like, I don't know what the hell you do. Like,
He seems genuine, like he didn't seem to have sort of a nefarious look about him. So it's very perplexing.
should we go to the lower level? We haven't
Looking at
investigated.
people with the.
I've looked at everybody with the magic lens,
He was
right?
the only one that had any
Cecil.
kind of glow.
Cecil.
I mean, what else are we gonna do? We can go down below deck and just check it out.
Yeah, we haven't been to the lowest.
Just do
one.
every inch of this
let's
place.
roll and see if we see any magical residues anywhere.
So in the lower deck, it's just a kitchen.
On the lowest deck, you do see a pot, just like in the kitchen, that has a faint glow to it.
Interesting. I go to the pot. Is there anything inside of it?
No?
Like a potion pot?
Kind of more like a cooking pot.
Cauldron?
A cauldron.
No, just a pot.
Is there? And there's no liquid or anything inside of it.
Yeah, nothing Claire can lick. Taste.
I can't eat it.
Hell, is it a green aura?
The cook is watching you like obsessed over this pot. It's like, can I help you?
Is this your cooking pot?
Yeah.
Has anybody else been using it?
No, I'm the only cook here.
What's the last thing you cooked in this?
Ooh.
Does it have any special qualities?
Yeah,
Seem out of the ordinary?
where did you get this pot?
Always been here. I'm the newer cook.
So you use the same ingredients that you've always used?
Use whatever's here.
Who's
A lot of fish.
How long have you been here? And where is he? Normal. Good.
Been in the past couple sales. The last guy got let go because he didn't make good food. I used to be a sailor up there, so they made me the new cook.
I peek at him.
He's not magical.
I want to make something with this pot and see what happens.
You're gonna be the new cook? I just got this job.
Oh, no, it's just a little snack. Just
Yeah, can you?
more like
I'll
an
make you a
experiment.
snack.
Yeah, can you warm me up something then using this pot?
Okay, I got some fish soup.
Sure.
Alright. Gets a fire going and slops some really awful looking fish soup. You maybe see a head in there. Puts it in the pot and puts the pot on the fire.
And I'm watching the pot. Does it?
The pot just has sort of like a constant glow. The food inside has the same glow.
Aha.
What color is the glow?
Oh, like a white.
A white.
Right. Interesting.
Is it warm enough for you?
Yeah, this is good.
It's got a bubble, light bubble. He gets you like this wooden bowl and just slops it in there. It looks appalling.
It's a graphic sound. Is it still glowing?
Outside of the
Yeah, in the bowl.
yes.
The food going.
All right, guys, I'm gonna eat this.
Do it.
Okay.
You have a poison thing.
Chug.
Have you made anything special for the captain the last couple days?
He doesn't really like my cooking much. I don't think I'm going to be the cook for very long.
Did you make anything for him yesterday?
No. Maybe.
So what does he eat?
They all eat the same thing. I just give it to him in his quarters.
Do you take it on a tray and leave it for him if he's not there, or if he's doing something else?
Yeah, sure.
Was there a tray in his quarters?
There was no tray in his quarters.
Did you feed him last night?
I think he ate last night.
In his quarters?
Yeah, you can eat your soup.
Okay, all right. I'm about to do this. Here we go.
Do it.
I take a bite of the soup.
All right. It is fantastic. Like, it's delicious.
This is the best soup I've ever had.
It looks like melted
Looks like
fish,
garbage,
but it tastes
but it's a symphony
so good.
in my mouth. So it's
You think you're getting a little help on your meals here.
Who's helping me?
noticed
You
the
guys are helping me in my
quality
meals
with
now?
This pot, it's kind of like a special pot.
It's like a pot to me.
That pot has been here as long as you've been on this boat, though, right?
Yeah,
So even the previous cook had this pot?
yeah.
but they didn't like his cooking.
I know.
That's weird.
You know what's weird? People coming down here and talking to me about my pot.
Well, it's a special pot.
It's magical.
No, we're foodies.
Magic pot.
Yep, you got a magic pot.
So like, what do you think, without tasting it, what do you think this soup tastes like? You think it's like good? Or like meh?
Spicy.
Spicy.
Spacey.
Have a taste, because it tastes pretty amazing.
Yeah, you should taste it.
All right.
Tastes it like
That's pretty good. Maybe the best soup I ever made.
Yeah.
Didn't taste that good last night or the night before.
Okay, so something happened between last night and now.
Why would some? Okay, so the captain's gone, and a cooking pot is now magical.
I don't know if anyone read Stregonona, but that's like one of my favorite books. And all I could think of was like, it's a magic pasta pot. And you have to tell the magic words.
Oh wait,
that doesn't
hold on,
just-
hold on. Now, let's think about what's the rational. Why would someone make a magical pot to make something taste better? Well, stuff in there
hide
tasted really
poison.
bad. So to hide the flavor of something else, they would make a pot to make it good. We know the timeline is that at some point, Captain Lemorin left Hop to go down to his quarters, but never made it down to his quarters. This guy says that wait, what did you say? Had the food go with him last?
Was the food delivered to the captain's room last night?
Yeah, I took food to him
You took food to him,
On a tray.
on a tray.
but there was
Bowl.
no tray in there.
There was a spoon. What else do you need to know?
Did you pick up the tray and the bowl?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
when did you pick it up?
Sometime late in the evening.
Was he in his quarters when you picked it up?
No,
So somebody.
he was topside.
He was. Oh, so this was.
Well, I was
Earlier?
talking to.
So the
What time is
timeline.
dinner served?
Around nightfall. Sometimes
So earlier.
if there's a lot going on during the day, we'll do late at night.
Okay,
So he ate his food, went back up, and then did the.
and then disappeared. But that still doesn't change the fact that somebody did something to the pot.
Yeah.
And this is the same pot you've always.
Yes.
Did anybody else have the same food that the captain had?
We all eat the same food.
All from the same pot? Mm-hmm. Was anybody acting unusual last night?
I don't really see too many of the people. I'm usually down here.
Did anyone help you with the meal service last night?
Nope, no one ever helps with the meal. Just me.
That's sad. You do a lot of work.
Pretty exhausting, but I really would rather be up topside sailing.
Yep, I can see that.
Okay, presumably everybody had the same meal last night.
Do we know that this pot is connected to the captain's disappearance?
Well, we know that it happened on the same night. That this pot became magical the same night that the captain disappeared.
Kind of a
It's
coincidence.
peculiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe someone enchanted this thing. Maybe someone didn't. The timeline seems weird. He did say that he was cooking with that pot, so everybody ate the same thing. That's right. If more people start disappearing off the boat, as of right now, everybody ate the same thing and nothing's happening. I mean, the short answer to your question is no, we don't know. But we don't know anything.
I would think the fact that there's a magic pot at all is
Where-
weird on a ship.
Brandon's like,
Okay.
you guys are dumb. I'm not playing this anymore.
Leaving.
Oh no, he's telling the.
I'm showing them what kind of soup they had.
What kind of soup we had? Huh?
And that soup, good old red herring soup. Delicious.
So far we have found 2 magical things on here. A pot with a white aura and Cecil with a green aura. The captain disappeared. He ate, went up, worked with Hop, talked to Cynthia, worked with Hop, went downstairs, disappeared before he got to his room that night. So someone enchanted the pot, fed the captain went upstairs, captain disappeared.
Okay, so the soup that you made last night, or whatever food you made last night, what was it?
Fish.
Was it the same thing that I just said?
Yeah. We've had that for the past
Yeah, we all
2-3 days.
What kind of fish is
Which
it?
sounds appalling to you.
Claire, can I see your lens for a second?
Yes, don't break it.
I won't break it. I'll just take a lens. I'm going to look at Claire.
Am I magical?
Look at the soup in her little...
You really liked the soup, though. The soup was really good. It's like every
Top tier.
kind of like, you can't really place the flavor, but it's like, it's spicy, it's good, it's
Umami.
warm, just perfect.
And it's
perfect
definitely
soup.
fish.
I mean, it seems like it would be fish, but like it's her favorite kind of fish. You know, it's like her ideal of what fish would taste like.
So this is the same soup that you served last night. I mean, and I'm not under the influence of magic. I mean, I guess because I'm eating it and I know it's probably barfy, but it tastes great.
But it hasn't affected you.
Right, like I don't, like,
You feel great.
tell me to do something.
Fly.
You do not fly.
I don't
Jump
feel
off
like
the
I
boat.
need to fly.
No, you don't. You're not compelled to do anything.
That's a good pot to have around. If you're dealing with like crappy products that you have to turn into food. I wonder, like, but does it like convince my guts? You know, like, are my guts going to be like, this is great, no problem, no dirty D for you? Or is it going to get to like my intestines and like everything blows up? Okay, maybe we should go back. Maybe we should check out the second level.
Didn't we already do that?
I mean, we just came out of our rooms and then went up to the top.
Well, your rooms are like on that middle level.
Yeah.
The lower level is where the cook is at.
Right, but should we check out the middle level and see
Everybody
if there's...
else's bunk rooms?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Sure.
Check it out.
Check it out. I'm going to take out my lens.
Looking around, you don't
Any faint...
really see any glows besides that pan and Cecil.
Nothing on the second level.
And you look at every single surface and you determine nothing has a magical aura.
I don't know what to do. Should we talk to some other people on the boat?
You know what? I don't have the technique
Sure.
prepared. So.
We have nothing else to do.
Okay. Why don't you talk to some people?
I'd rather not.
Why not?
Okay then.
Well, what are we going to talk to them about? Like, are we going to question every single person?
I mean, it's only a disappearance. It's a mystery.
Yeah. I will walk up to the nearest person and...
See a teen boy who is wearing a sort of rough-looking finery. Clothes that used to be expensive, but have not weathered very well aboard the ship.
While she's doing this, I want to do Detect Magic as a ritual so I don't take a spell slot. And what do I have to lose? I'll just do it as a ritual, and then I want to go check down the pot and then check out Cecil. It's 10 minutes long, so I should have enough time to check out both of those while she's doing this stuff.
Alrighty. He's wearing like a wig on top of his regular hair. And it's like a very fancy braided wig.
Hi, I'm Cynthia. What's your name?
I am Elliot.
Hi, Elliot. So, we're trying to figure out what happened with the captain's disappearance. Did you see him last night?
I don't know. That sweet man just seemed to disappear. This boat is doomed without him. What is a ship without a captain? That's poetry, you know.
Elliot wrote poetry.
Well, I guess I should get back to my duties. He starts scrubbing the deck.
When was the last time you saw the captain?
It was last night. He was done charting the stars and he looked out the sea, taking it all in its glory. Some more poetry for you. You're probably not civilized enough to get it, but that's fine. He walked around, he talked to a few of the crew, and then he returned to his quarters.
Returned to his quarters. Do you know around what time?
Oh, it was in the early morn, maybe an hour past the witching hour. Poetry. And maybe 2. I don't know, it was very late. I was very sleepy. I'd had a very full day of cleaning after these reprobates.
Where are you from?
I'm from Cherish. A very powerful, rich family.
So what made you want to be a sailor?
I didn't want to be a sailor. I was trying to get back home to Daddy.
Got derailed a little bit there.
A little bit, yes. Now I'm on this boat.
How did you end up here?
I got on the wrong boat.
Oh. How long have you been on the wrong boat?
About 4 years.
Gotcha.
Don't get me wrong. I love them all. They're like my family of the sea. It's poetry. But sometimes I wonder if I were still a fancy lad.
Fancy lad.
Yes.
What would you be doing?
I would be rich. Probably running a bank now. Very important.
So why aren't you back in Cherish?
The sea calls me.
It does.
There's so much poetry out here.
I feel it, the poetry.
It's a thing of beauty. Right as he says that, like one of those is like
Ooh.
loogie right in front of him. Scrub.
They're not keeping you from leaving?
No, they actually want me to go. They don't actually like my company that much.
How do the people of Cherish feel about you?
Oh, they were very accepting of me. I told them what to do and they would do it because I was rich.
Elliot just seemed like a typical Cherish boy who grew up super pampered, but then his father got sick of sort of how inept he was. And so I kind of feel like he got banished to the sea. He's probably Vernage's like third cousin.
Who was your father?
What the hell's this guy's name?
Maybe we know him.
His name was Robert. Robert Brackett.
Brackett. And what did he do in the town of Cherish?
No, he was a banker.
He was a banker, so you would have inherited.
Taken over the family business.
Does he know that you're out to sea?
He knows. I've written letters. If the letter's gotten to him, he knows. I don't think he minds that I'm not there running the bank.
Why is that?
That he didn't really appreciate what I brought to the table as far as management and leadership. I would have done a better job.
Do you want to prove him wrong somehow?
No,
No. You're just fine being on the sea.
I don't care about that anymore. This is my life now.
Gotcha.
A life on the sea. A life of water and salt. These guys.
Yeah, those guys. Does it seem like anybody in the crew would have a reason to be upset with the captain?
Well, no one would ever be upset with the captain. He's a good man. He's very kind. Maybe the only person on this boat who has a nice word for me. But I think that first mate would like his job. I think he'd like this boat himself.
And who is that?
That's Rust.
Rust.
Rust Wednick, a terrible, disturbingly loud man, kicks me in my pantaloons.
It's terrible. It would get them dirty.
Yes.
Not the pantaloons.
And my face as well, because it usually hits the deck.
Oh no. Did we talk to Rust?
How dare he treat you that way?
Not after.
Terrible man. But he's like family.
So why do you think?
Sure, he feels the same.
And why do you think he wants to take the captain's place?
Well, who wouldn't want to captain a wonderful ship like this?
But to what extent do you think he would go to become captain? Like, how far do you think he would go to get that position.
Oh, if you think he's behind the disappearance of the captain,
I'm not suggesting that at all.
I don't think he would do that. I think he's ambitious, but I don't think he has murderous intent.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Your poetry
madam.
was very inspiring.
I hope that someday you can appreciate the full richness of it.
I am trying.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever get there, but I hope.
Would you like to buy a monkey? A man sold me a monkey once.
You have a monkey on board?
Pulls out the sock monkey.
Oh my, all right. I'm going to moonwalk my way.
All right, so Elliot is a little shout out to Chris Elliott, star of the film classic Cabin Boy. The tobacco spitting cupcake is a scene in that movie. Chris Elliott's character really early on in that movie is a jerk. He's a little rich kid jerk, is actually a fancy lad. That's like his title as part of his class and whatnot, and he gets on the wrong boat. The name of his father back in Cherish, Robert Brackett, is a reference to Robert Brackett Elliott, also known as Bob Elliott, who is Chris Elliott's dad in almost everything that Chris Elliott appears in. I just rewatched it a couple months ago, and the scene with David Letterman selling the monkey still makes me laugh.
So let's go find this rusty fella.
He's easy to find. He's yelling and shouting all over the place.
Am I seeing anything with my detect magic stuff?
Oh yes, let's go back to the detect magic. So you go back to the pan, huh?
Mm-hmm. I'll do the pan and Cecil.
Yeah.
So the this is all right. We're going here.
We've delved too deep.
The pot has an aura of necromancy.
Oh god.
Damn you.
Is that going to be misleading to us?
The Cecil, you start like kind of chanting around Cecil and looking at him. He's kind of looking at you back.
Don't mind him.
You don't get any kind of particular school. Just you're sort of like seeing that same muddy green,
Alright, so-
murky green.
He's just kind of magic, but he's not like a mage per se.
It doesn't seem like he has any kind of specialization, if anything like that. Not like I'm an illusionist. It's just
I'm Chris Angel, mind freak.
ugh.
Is it possible it's just a pot that makes stuff like that improves?
It's possible. Yeah, it's possible. I just.
But why would it
I don't know. Go ahead.
not be magic one night and be magic the next night?
The same night
Yeah,
that the
the
captain
same
disappears.
It's just a
Necromancy.
winky-dink.
Everyone make an intelligence check.
17.
8.
25.
13.
All right, so you two, since you're asking yourselves, how come it would work one night and another work, you realize there were other pots and pans down there.
Oh, so maybe they didn't use the same pot? Well.
Just don't want you to think there's just one pot in the kitchen.
Well, I mean, it could be a small boat. You never know.
I really feel like possibly it was just a magic pot.
Are we getting really close to these choppy waters that they were worried about before?
Who are you asking?
We need. Okay,
I'm going to
Go
ask
ask.
the sailmaster.
you should go ask
Again.
Rust.
I was going to ask the sailmaster.
Well, we need to
With
talk
the
to
aggressively
Russ.
greased hair.
You're asking Hop?
Dottie.
Yes. Hop.
Okay, he's still worriedly poring over maps, writing down calculations and stuff.
Hop, how long would you say we have before we hit the choppy waters?
Well, if we're lucky, we have a full day to avoid them. If they make their way towards us, and they're rather unpredictable, and that could happen, we have probably till the middle of the night.
What do the choppy waters look like? Is it just that, choppy waters?
No one really knows. There's just like, supposed to be like impassable waters.
Is it like a storm that makes it that way, or is it just the...
Could be a storm, could be a giant tentacled monster. No one really knows.
I'm guessing it's a monster.
So how are you able to track its position? If you know it's coming and it's moving, how do you know where it is?
That's an excellent question. Mostly we do that from missing boats.
Interesting.
Boats that have regular passageways, regular movement. If we see two of them disappear within a short span of each other, we can see where the choppy waters are.
Is
Okay.
there a way to avoid it, or would that take us too far out of our path that we couldn't make it?
That's what I'm working on, and we're going to avoid it. We're going to do everything we can to avoid it. If that means going out of our path and delaying your meeting the king, so be it. We are not going to die.
The choppy water, I mean, I don't know what thoughts to have about that. It's a legend. It's like no one's ever seen it, but it exists.
Well, I mean, we ask them, how are you tracking this? And then they say that it's based off of how many boats disappear. But I'm like, how are you getting that intel?
I'm taking the Raven thing from Game of Thrones, all right? That's how they get messages across the world in very little time. It's good. Or there's message spells. There's lots of ways to get information to and fro. I see it. If you're a man of the sea, you know.
Will you point the direction that we're heading? Like if we're going to veer off course a little bit to miss the choppy waters, like, can you kind of point that way?
We're going to be sailing out more into the ocean if there's no other option.
All right, Millie, I want you to fly up, go that direction. I'm going to monitor you as you're flying that direction. The second you see something, turn around and come back. But still come back if you don't see something.
Was that your protection against me?
Like don't fly forever.
You just
go. I'm looking. Just if you see something freaky deaky, come back.
You're trying to get her to fly
go
in
out
the
a
direction
couple
that you're
miles.
going to be headed, or the direction of the supposed choppy waters?
Well, okay, the direction that we're heading, does that mean that we're going to miss the king?
Like right now, you're headed. He explains to you, you're headed towards the choppy waters, or where they're expected to be.
Right. And as soon the king's
He's going to be like changing course.
the kingship would have this information as well, right? Like would they know the
Choppy waters?
suggested location of the choppy waters, so they
If their navigator is
avoid
as
it.
good as I am.
So they would avoid it as well.
So yeah, they would be just as off course as
So
we are.
most everyone sort of knows to look out to look out for these waters if they go this way a lot.
How far before you did the king leave?
Like a day.
Yeah, wasn't it just a day?
How fast do these choppy waters move?
You tell us.
Yeah, we don't know.
We've never
This is
heard
the
of
first
this.
we've
Yeah.
heard of it.
I don't really know either. I've never encountered them. It's a rumor. It's a rumor.
Oh,
Interesting.
okay.
They might not even exist.
Then let's just barrel on through.
What?
I
So
think we
it's
should
not
trust
something
the
you have to
experts.
like
Maybe you're
encounter on this route a lot. It's just this like this legend.
Old time legend.
Okay. Oh.
Can I ask a side question?
Sure.
How big of a falcon is Millie?
What do you mean? She's like a regular
Yeah, but like, I mean, how big?
in proportion to my
Okay.
mini.
All right.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
could be like in a lot.
Okay.
Big as your cat.
Why did you want me to
Peregrine.
carry Xander?
Through Xander's eyes.
Can you make Xander smaller?
I can't make Xander smaller, but I can see through Xander's eyes.
Can,
so if there
can
was a way
she
that-
not painfully?
Well, I would want to get
claw
like a
him?
harness.
I feel like this is putting them both in a lot of. I feel like Millie could be in a lot of trouble if she gets where like there's a giant storm.
You think everybody
She's not
is
gonna fly
bad.
into the middle of
I'm
it. She'll
just
see it
warning
from
you that
afar
she
and turn
could-
around.
Yeah, she's
a bird.
She's a bird. She's smart.
I mean,
Hopefully there's no bigger birds out there.
We're just
He just
talking
did
about
that.
something like.
Why would you say that?
he just wants to make you worried about it. I mean, do we want to try to strap Xander to Millie and see if he can fly?
Why not?
Okay, is
Come on, we're
Millie?
creative
I'm
thinking.
getting bored. I'm on this boat, guys.
Let's strap a cat to a bird.
No,
Fix it.
An idea.
I shouldn't. This is how I lost
I like all my
a
ideas.
friend. No, we should.
You lost a friend like that?
No, I'm talking about my other campaign.
Oh, yeah.
Toadstool buddy.
What if
When I get
just,
bored,
like,
bad things happen.
dropped Xander in the middle of the ocean?
I can summon him back.
And what does that mean?
Yeah,
He's
he's
like,
not like a real.
He's spirit.
Millie and Xander don't even like each other. You're gonna strap them together and send them out into the sky? That seems like a really bad idea.
she might want to eat. I don't know.
They're both predators. Cat's a predator too. Cats eat birds. They'll fight it out. You want to try that? Bring it. Bring it, my spirit cat against the falcon. It'll be a fight.
How long will it take you to regain the trust of your
I know,
cat
right?
that drowned
You'd
in
be
the
like-
middle of the ocean?
I'm the one that dropped him.
Oh, that won't cause any friction.
One that tied him to the bird.
You just said she could.
Wait, okay, so if Xander is a spirit, I would imagine Xander wouldn't weigh anything, right?
A spirit that takes an animal form you choose. It is a spirit that takes an animal form.
So it's.
You could make it another form. You can make it a
Well,
little.
no, once I choose the form, that's the form. I would have to resummon it as a different form.
Oh, you have to kill it to like.
No.
It got dark.
That's morbid.
Pull up that octopus.
I mean,
I mean, octopus would have been the obvious choice here. I'm
Yeah,
just
because that wouldn't
saying.
have made it difficult to do any of the other things.
so,
You
okay.
can wear an octopus.
There's
Yeah.
nothing in here that says.
All of its arms.
It has a physical form.
It does.
So it weighs.
It's not a ghost cat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we could. Okay, if Millie goes up, she could see what direction
He's trying
the
to
king
distance
has
himself
gone.
emotionally.
How?
I could track and see what direction the king has gone. Maybe.
Maybe tell her to go up a few miles, see if she sees a
Yeah.
ship or a storm or swells or
How is
whatever.
she going to indicate to you?
She is going to point the direction that the king has gone.
With her wings, just go like.
And then I assume she'll make some sort of ruckus if there's like a,
Yeah, she'll freak out if
dangerous-
there's like danger.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Yeah.
Danger.
Go, Millie, go!
All right. Millie flies off.
Xander looks hopeful. He's like, I could fly someday.
I believe I can fly.
And a tesserum flies by.
What? A what?
It's a cat with wings.
All right, we'll go talk to Rust.
He's standing there on the ship, kind of looking everyone over, examining their work, and eyes you coming up. He's like,
Anything we can do to help?
I think we've got it. We're working pretty hard to keep everything on course. Do any of you have any sailing background?
I've been on a few boats.
Been on a few boats. All right. When I need your help, I'll be sure to look for you.
I mean, she can do a gust of wind. Do you have sails?
I do have some control of the elements. Should we need it?
Wind's
We
pretty good
lose wind or
right now, but that would maybe come in handy.
I gladly help.
That's cool. I never knew that Kira was capable of controlling like storms, but that's pretty neat and pretty helpful, and also makes me sort of see the similarities between her and the evil goddess she used to follow, who is a sea goddess who has a lot to do with storms.
You know anything about what's causing these choppy waters?
I've heard stories of a temperamental deity who is, of the sea, and, if she gets angry, the seas are angry.
He kind of looks you up and down. Heard stories, huh?
There's also a benevolent sea deity, so it's like, sometimes they get angry at each other.
Well, I guess we'll hopefully not find out soon.
That would be great.
When was the last time you saw the king?
King? I've never met the
I
king.
mean, not the king, the captain. When was the last time you saw the captain?
Around midday yesterday, I was catching my winks, and he was up top.
He was talking with the cabin boy and rolling his eyes a lot.
So it seems as if that the captain disappeared, according to Elliot, sometime in the wee morning. And you're saying that you didn't see him. The last time you saw him was what time yesterday?
Oh, it was a little after the noon.
So why didn't you see him? Where were you all that evening?
Well, I sleep in the early part of the day.
Oh, okay. So you
You're
guys
on the night shift when he's sleeping.
Do you guys talk before swapping?
Often.
Okay, but you didn't talk last night?
I didn't see him last night.
Okay. Did you think it was odd that you didn't see him?
I thought it was odd, but I just went up top and started doing my job.
Where do you usually meet?
Oh, we'll usually meet on the deck.
Okay.
And he'll tell me if there's anything going on I should know about.
And he just wasn't there?
He wasn't there. I just assumed waters were very calm. I just assumed he retired.
And what did you think about the new course with the Choppy Waters?
That's what Hop's talking about. I don't really believe in choppy waters.
Oh?
You don't believe the legend?
I believe in us. I believe in this boat. I believe we can navigate whatever waters come our way.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel confident taking over as captain of this boat?
Yeah, I know the boat very well.
Mm-hmm.
I know the crew.
Mm-hmm.
I'll continue sailing if the captain never turns up, which I assume he won't.
And how does that make you feel, maybe not seeing the captain ever again?
It's a good man, but so am I. I can run this boat.
If you were to take a wild guess as to where you think he might be, what would you guess?
Probably guess at the bottom of the depths. That's what it would take for him to be taken off his boat.
And how do you think that would have happened?
Oh, it's very quiet. We would have heard a monster, a beast. We weren't boarded. Couldn't even begin to guess. He's not the kind of man who would take his own life, so...
You think there's anybody on the boat? Any crew member?
That would have killed him? I can't think of anyone. He was well liked.
It's very frustrating. It seems like we always are missing something. I don't know what we're missing, but we're always missing something.
So who knows? I don't know. I don't have any answers today.
You know, they're giving themselves a hard time because they don't know the answer yet, but they're doing the work. They're looking for the clues that they need. And maybe they just haven't found the right clue yet.
Anything else you want to share with us that maybe we should know?
Well, I have a question for you. Why are you trying to see the king?
We have some information to tell him.
I guess it's pretty important if we're risking our lives to get you there as soon as possible.
It could potentially help save his.
Get there on the double.
What's going on? I'd like to be looking over the sides of the boat. See, is there anything on the sides of the boat? Anybody up in the crow's nest?
Yeah.
Can I climb up the crow's nest?
Dexterity roll.
Can you?
Falls in the
We're
water.
about to find out.
Drown.
Ooh, wee.
6.
You make up a couple steps and you kind of look out around the sea like, nope, never mind.
Just slide down.
Not the job for me.
Bad idea. But there's somebody up in the crow's nest? Yeah.
Just looking out.
Hey! What do you see up there?
Most of us say ahoy.
Ahoy!
There you go.
What do you see up there?
Water.
Cool story, bro.
Good question,
I
man.
know, yeah.
Yeah, good question, man.
I don't know.
When's the last time you saw another ship?
Been a while.
Been a while.
Not.
Must have had some stain or stain. Ugh. It's throwing me off.
Yet on this journey, but that's pretty typical. Could be a storm on the horizon. Hard to tell.
You got eyes on our eagle? Or falcon?
Yeah, I saw a bird fly away. Was that yours?
It's my bird. Millie.
Yeah.
Sweet Millie. Love of my life.
Headed ahead.
Carry on.
Will do.
Well,
Find the captain yet?
Working on it.
no.
I don't think Tarwil would have seen anything. Untrained eye and all that. He just would have seen more ocean. Maybe he would have had an inkling of the storm in the distance.
Okay, could there be any like secret rooms in this thing? But then again, his spyglass isn't around.
Well, the thing is that this
Edges.
Magically concealed
No, you go ahead.
room.
So the edges of the ship, like how easy would it be to like just fall overboard? Like if someone were to say, shove you.
I mean, you're under the impression that he wouldn't just fall overboard.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go overboard if someone shoved you. If you were like leaning over precariously, you could go over. Captain was kind of a big guy, so it would take a strong person to do it.
Okay, what if we walk did you do this where you walk the perimeter and see if there's like any recent scratches or some kind of damage to the boat?
I guess we looked for that.
So yeah, let's see if it looks like maybe there was some kind of
Give me an investigation roll.
oh, plus a
I
d4.
have no idea what we're doing.
It's very clear.
We ever?
15?
You search around and you're taking a look at the perimeter of the boat. And you don't see any signs of struggle.
No scratches or
Nothing that is unusual.
Nothing
you have your
recent.
usual just markings or board chipping away at something like that, but no hands dragging against wood or anything like that. No damage to the hull.
I don't know what to do.
What are we missing? What are we missing?
Now you're spending a lot of the day searching around.
Yeah.
Sure
And
are.
just trying to come up with something and talking to
Detectiving.
people. And it's probably like midday now. Hop approaches you, says, "We need to make a decision pretty fast. I think I can talk Rust into changing course, but we need everyone to want to do that. If I've got anyone working against me, we're going to stay the course, and we could be dooming ourselves. So we need a unified vision of where to go. You're the paying clients. As much as I'd like to hope our captain's coming back, that doesn't seem like a realistic possibility."
Well, I call for Millie.
Millie does not return yet.
Call again.
You're also fully aware that Millie didn't leave that long ago.
I miss her.
Might be a few before she returns.
All right. The thing is, I don't know anything about anything when it comes to boats and the sea and any of that. So don't feel comfortable making a choice here because I am not informed. We'll just wait for my falcon friend to return and see what she has to say.
Your falcon talks.
So
She can communicate in her own special way.
That seemed weirder.
So it seems like you know the oceans pretty well. Is it going to be more dangerous to head through this next area or to head out into the deep ocean?
I know the oceans pretty well, but I don't know all its secrets. I've never encountered choppy water, and I've never had to go into the deep ocean before. I can get us out of there if we don't run into trouble, but like I said, I don't know what's out there. I don't know if anyone does. We basically have a choice between danger we don't know and danger we don't know. I want to know which one you're willing to risk.
Should we sidebar? Let's sidebar.
Pardon us.
Of course.
We will discuss. I wonder about this legend because it doesn't. I mean, legend is legend. Could not really be a thing.
I feel like we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. I think we should at least assume that
I know.
if
I know it
there's-
will be a thing, but whether, and it will probably be our thing.
I'm guessing Cynthia didn't actually say we're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I did not. Abby said that.
Somewhere Vornage
I would-
goes, yes.
I just think that if the risk of getting our course way off and going into deep, that could delay us even further. We would miss the king
Pretty
entirely.
Pretty hard to fight a storm. Like,
mean,
we could battle
I
a sea
can fight a
monster.
storm pretty well, actually, but
Look at you! Wow, wow,
I got some skills on the water.
Maybe even drawing upon the same dark powers that create that same storm.
Maybe. And it does worry me that it could be Zeboim.
I mean, that's kind of the question. So, like, you got the Zeboim connection, whether you like it or not.
Correct.
Whether we like it or not, you've got the Zeboim connection.
Is there?
Apparently. I guess. I mean, if you were to meet Zeboim on the street, what would happen?
That's a good question. I mean, I would probably run and hide because I think she would want to destroy me.
If you were to meet Zeboim in the middle of the ocean on a boat,
We'd probably fight. Whether that would work out well for us,
is a god. I'm not sure we can handle
probably not.
And are we theorizing that the choppy water is her?
That makes sense.
It's a theory,
But
you know.
I don't know.
So okay,
I would almost hazard to say
you know, I
Go through it?
go through it.
I kind of agree with her on this.
Okay.
We are trying to get to the king. It is important we get there. It's a legend. I'm still in. I mean, how do they know? We don't know there are choppy waters there. We don't actually know that choppy waters are a thing.
So well let's go with the assumption that it's there.
Okay.
So do we do choppy waters or more time, more storms, miss the king potentially? Likely.
I don't want to miss the king because that would make this all pointless.
Yeah.
It's frustrating, like, because you don't know there's like no clear right or wrong way. And we can talk our way out of like doing whatever thing. It's frustrating, yeah. So it seems like we're just going to risk the choppy water in the hopes of not missing the king.
Claire hears a call out in the wind. Ah! Millie returns, and Millie seems very worried. Millie's flapping around and like wildly gesticulating as much as a bird
Okay,
can.
so freaky deaky. Did you see the king?
The bird does not have a way to respond to that particular.
Sweet coo if you saw the king.
No response.
Okay. You saw the choppy water.
Coo frantically.
Okay, and it was from that direction. Okay, we have information.
What's the information?
If we continue that direction that Millie came from, there's some popping off. I don't know if that's the direction we need to catch up to the king. She did not see the king. So, I mean, knowledge is power, I guess.
Well,
I don't know.
So our course now
That could be
is
good
that
or
way?
really bad.
Yeah.
Our course now is that way. Did she go to the course we're on, or
Yeah, she
The course you're on currently.
So the
Hop
course-
is trying to talk you into like
going out off course?
going
Okay,
deep.
so we know that the course we're on does not have the king on that course and does have choppy water. Seems like two negatives. Perhaps the king has the same intelligence that we have when it comes to choppy water, is taking the longer route, so we could take the longer route
That
as
seems
well.
legit. Knowing that information, I will change my current thought and say let's avoid and assume that the king's ships are equally as capable as this.
I agree. I think that we will have an easier time fighting whatever sea monster is out there. Because, I mean, you can do stuff with the storm, but I know I'll be totally useless, and whatever it is, totally freaked out, Millie.
Yeah.
So,
The other possibility here is that the choppy water got to the king's ship, and the king's ship is no more.
Well, that'd be unfortunate.
That would be a bummer.
That would be unfortunate.
But I don't think that, I mean, it seems like they would have the same, and the same knowledge about Choppy Water that we have and are just avoiding it.
Only to play devil's advocate. If we went through it and survived and actually got there ahead of the king, would it help us in our mission to be there ahead of them?
Yes, it would. That's a very good point.
Is it worth the lives of like everyone on this ship?
Well, that's...
And it,
Just throwing it out there.
I feel, Millie has seen some things, and this, whatever she saw out there definitely freaked her out.
So
Okay.
I will throw this as well. It has been said that the captain is the only one that has been able to chart through the choppy waters before. So if we found the captain, we can go through there, but we don't know where the captain is.
He ain't even here.
I know. We're missing something. I don't know what. There's...
I know.
I really should have learned by now that to defeat the heroes of awesome, I don't use monsters. I just give them a choice. Rust comes up. He says, see you're all meeting about your concerns with the choppy waves. We can do it.
Well,
And Hop's like, please, we can't.
yeah, I mean, as, the paying customers, we've molded over, and we would prefer to not go through the choppy waters. We don't feel like it's safe.
You said time is of the essence. You have to get to the king to save his life. We can do it. I can get you there.
Well, my bird.
How are you so sure?
Because I'm the best man in the sea.
Yeah.
I can get us there. I have the best
He's
crew.
making me lose confidence by the second.
This is the best boat.
Well, I believe you, but my bird flew up in the direction that we're going. She flew ahead, did not see the king's boat, so we know he didn't go this way. Did see some weird stuff.
Some gnarly swells.
Some stuff that really, troubled her quite a bit. So I trust her. I feel like if she's freaked out by it, I don't want to go through it.
So we're going to decide the fate of the king
See where this sentence is going.
based on what your bird says.
Yes, we are.
And potentially the fate of everyone on this ship as well. You're looking out for
My life is
entire
hanging
crew.
on what this bird says, too.
But
Hop's life and...
But you're choosing to run into dangerous waters.
Well, I think we can do it.
You know what? I'm going to be controversial here with the group.
Oh.
I am not a sailor. I will trust the sailor. I am bowing out of this decision. I am not capable of making a valid decision on whether it's good to go straight through or around, because I don't know what it takes to sail a ship. You know what it takes to sail a ship. You know what it takes to sail a ship. What am I supposed to know? Yeah, I'm paying you money, but it's stupid for me to act like just because I'm paying you money, I know what it takes to sail. I don't. So I am not going to have anything to do with this conversation. You guys are going to have to decide as sailors.
Boo.
Sorry.
Boo.
Sorry.
Hero rolls her
I am not.
eyes.
Are any of you sailors?
No, they do have. You have a point. They definitely have more knowledge. The problem is the two people on the ship with the most knowledge disagree with each other.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but what do we know that's going to add value to that conversation? We don't know how to sail. We don't know what it's going to take to sail choppy waters. We don't know how long it's going to take to go outside. We don't know what's in the deep ocean. We don't know. We don't have that experience. They do. Me adding that conversation is like me popping into brain surgery and saying like, no, wrong neuron. Use that one over there instead. I don't have that knowledge.
But no, we're not even at that phase. We're at the phase, do you need to do surgery or do you not need to do surgery?
I still don't have that knowledge.
But we have two surgeons. One agrees that you should have surgery. The other one doesn't. We have some intelligence about how this ailment is affecting the person.
We have two recommendations.
Yeah, I feel like we have some information that we can
we're not
Patient's
making a
choice.
sailing decision. We're making a priorities decision.
If our priority is to save the king, we go straight through.
But is our priority to not murder all the people on this
It's our
ship?
priority to save the king. If that's our priority, we go straight through.
I feel like you've already made up your mind. And you should just say that we should just go through it because
I
it sounds like that's what you want to do.
I sincerely have no clue what to do. Sincerely. If
no
our
one has a clue
priority
what
is
to
to save the
Yeah,
king.
but I mean, sometimes you have to make a decision, though,
Yeah,
right?
I'm not qualified to make this decision.
What's the worst that could happen in the deep waters?
We get attacked by a leviathan and it eats the boat.
Okay. And in the choppy waters?
We get attacked by a leviathan and it eats the boat.
Death
Or maybe a
either
storm
way.
tears us
It's
apart.
death either way.
Okay.
The worst thing either way is death. Best thing is we get where we need to go.
We don't know what we're getting into. I would take the deep ocean because the best thing that happens if we take the deep ocean is we sail.
Who's saying this? This
Hop.
is Hop. Okay.
We get around this unknown quantity.
Hop or
We
rust.
just go to where we're going. It takes longer to get there.
How much longer?
An extra day. If we go through the choppy waters, we don't know what's going to happen. We might not have any problems. That's also the best thing that can happen. I would bet on the deeper ocean being safer. Rust feels he can handle the danger through the choppy waters. You also get a tinge of he sort of wants the glory of having.
Yeah, I feel like his motivation is to like.
As much as I think I would choose the straightest course, I don't know that I trust Rust.
I'm Team Hop. I think he has the skills to like do what we need, but unfortunately, to meet what we need to do, Rust was on that plan for getting to the king. So I think, unfortunately, I'm have to be Team Rust at the moment.
I'm definitely on Team Hop, and unlike the other people who are on Team Hop, I wanted to go around the choppy waters.
I don't believe in teams.
I do think Rust is out to prove something, that he is capable of being the captain, and that makes me apprehensive. Like that, coupled with the fact that he didn't seem too bummed out that the captain was gone, makes me nervous about him. What would the captain do? What did the captain want to do?
He already charted the course through. That's why they were going around, right?
Did he know?
Did he
knows
know
how
about
to
the
do
choppy
it.
waters when he charted this course?
Who are you asking?
Hop.
I'm asking both of you.
We're asking.
Hop says, we were talking about our options. He was leaning towards going the deep ocean. The concern was you. He promised you he'd get you there in time. And that might not necessarily happen if we go around.
Well, we can't miss the dang king.
Yeah.
I think Rust is just
That'd be my vote.
being like narcissistic and overestimating his abilities.
Oh no, I agree with that.
There's no denying.
There's no denying that.
Zero denying that.
All right, I guess we're okay. I'm gonna let. All right, you guys decide. I'm gonna pull a Mark and not have an opinion about it.
Oh, I have
and
an
just,
opinion about it, but I can't.
What's your opinion?
Yeah,
Go
what is
straight through. I said ages ago, go straight through, but I am not
We're on
qualified to make
no
the
one
opinion
is.
there.
We're on opinions
his
right
opinion.
now.
Yeah, opinion is we go straight through.
My opinions go straight through.
Well, let's do it. Let's go straight through.
Do we have an objection? Cynthia?
What do you
Well,
think?
Matt, we're
Three
three
play
if
your
you want
character.
to, and yeah. I mean, we can't miss the king, but I just feel very uncomfortable with this. I feel very uncomfortable risking the lives of everyone on this boat because of us being here.
That's fair. That's totally
Yeah,
fair.
I mean, I have nothing to say against
If
that.
we go in there and people die,
Let
and
me
we told
say
them
this.
to...
I have nothing to say against that, but you're not going to change your mind.
Also, we're not necessarily telling like this. If we weren't here, the first mate would still make that decision.
Yeah.
Rust would still be making that decision.
At the end of the day, the first mate's going to be the
If the captain's not here, he's in charge. And if he wants to go, they're going. With or without us here.
Well, we're going through. I mean,
Whatever you think is best, Rust.
Russ says we can do it. And Hop kind of resigns and like just starts grabbing his maps and looking over and charting and writing down and doing everything he can.
I have this really cool, like, D20 stress ball, which I really like. I was really aggressively squeezing it while we were heading into the storm.
You guys sail on and the skies grow dark. and the waves get rough.
We knew this was going to happen, City. This isn't like
I know.
the other way wouldn't have been all blue skies and sunny days.
There's flowers
We are-
growing in the ocean.
We're playing D&D. Things happen.
All right.
Millie,
Squeeze that ball. Squeeze that ball.
Millie takes off and circles around the boat and squawks at you right as being climbs aboard. See a fish man.
So cool.
Green scales and gills. Wide, dead-looking eyes.
Magical lens.
Staring.
Captain.
It does not look magical.
Okay.
Holding a trident. And he looks at you all and screams and this gurgly, horrible sound and points the trident at you. And we'll call that for the night.
God dang it.
Oh, snap.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you share it with your friends, subscribe. Go to Patreon, check out all the cool stuff that you could get there. If you're in Austin, check out Outlaw Moon, Games and Toys. That's it. Cool, thanks, yay.